In March 2003, the Earth and Healthy Diets Forum was unveiled in Qingdao, China, beside the shore of the charming Yellow Sea. It attracted gourmets from all over the world. The meeting unanimously adopted the proposal of an International Chinese Food Day, initiated by Chinese professors and dedicated on March 25th. From then on, Chinese cuisine has its own festival. China enjoys a long history of cuisine and holds unique understanding and opinion on eating too. Whenever there is a festival, relatives and family members will gather together to share a table of sumptuous food happily. It assists in cementing kinship, friendship, and love between people. In fact, this has been an old tradition for Chinese people. In ancient China, kitchen and dining room were in the same place. The kitchen was in the center of the house, beneath the skylight. People cooked food on the fire and dined surrounding it. This tradition lasts to today. It mirrors the Chinese emphasis on their kinships and family ties. Eat and eat in style. Festivals are Chinese chefs' showtime. With their dexterous hands, they make palatable dishes with harmonious color, aroma, and taste. Its exquisite appearance and bright colors are enough to make all the mouths water. The Chinese fastidiousness on food can be found in history books, from the choice of raw material, the wielding methods of the kitchen knife, the temperature in cooking to the condiment making. All have strict requirements.
中国的烹调嘛，当然很概括的几个字儿，叫煎炒烹炸，能概括中国的这个烹调的这个技术了技巧了。其实从古代的这个情况来讲呢，这个烹就是煮嘛，是吧？这是起源比较早的。当然更早应该是烤，是吧？直接把这个食物放到火上去烤，这个就像现在的烤肉一样，烤鸭什么的，就是这个做法。再后来呢，比较突出的做法就是蒸，就是用蒸汽来把食物蒸熟，它能够使这个烹调过程变得比较容易，比较简单。后来呢，这个对于中国菜影响非常大的呢，就是炒来得快，而且能最大限度的保留这个食物原来的这个营养成分。现代来讲，我觉得最能体现中国这个烹饪技巧的手法就是这两种，应该是蒸和炒。
Chinese cuisine is well known for its vivid color, high aroma, delicious tastes, and beautiful appearances. This is especially true in assorted cold dishes. Patterns such as mountains, rivers, trees, pavilions and buildings, even flowers, birds and insects, all come to the plates. Facing such beautiful pictures, people are enchanted by the vision pleasure before the taste. Chinese dish names have distinct features too, like surrounding green with gold and jade, presenting fish at palace door, etc. They are more like poems for the picture rather than the dish names. Both Chinese dishes' delicate shapes and poetic names are appetite-whetting and imagination-evoking. One can find delicious food whenever he goes to China. Hotels, restaurants and food stands can be found everywhere. You can taste local cuisine wherever you go. With a vast span of territory and distinguished regional culture, Chinese cuisine varies from place to place. The most prominent is the following 8 cuisines: Sichuan cuisine, Shandong cuisine, Guangdong cuisine, Jiangsu cuisine, Hunan cuisine, Fujian cuisine, Anhui cuisine, and Zhejiang cuisine. Sichuan is a land flowing with milk and honey. With a temperate climate, abundant produce, it provides the perfect environment for Sichuan cuisine. Typical dishes can be found in Chongqing Municipality and Chengdu. Chongqing, as the well-known city of fog in China, has a humid climate, where chili is widely used in cooking to drive away coldness and humidity. Chili can be found in fried dishes, cold dishes, even in the soup. The famous Chongqing hot pot is characterized by pungent taste, dense fragrance, and spiciness. Sichuan cuisine embraces a large variety of common raw materials, such as vegetables, poultry, fish, etc. But its cooking method varies. It asks for unique kitchen knife maneuvering skills, seasoning, and fire temperature. May be attributed to the similar climate. Another major style of cooking, Hunan cuisine, resembles the Sichuan cuisine in many ways. It features spicy, pungent flavors and rich fragrance too. Chili is indispensable to the Hunan people, regardless of their age or sex. A meal without chili is flat. It is said, no chili, no flavor. If Sichuan cuisine and Hunan cuisine can be likened to a brilliant man, then Shandong cuisine is honest and straightforward. Shandong cuisine had won its fame as early as the spring and autumn period and became the representation of the North cuisine. It even entered the palace and constituted the main part of the imperial cooking. Shandong cuisine is famed at handling seafood and animals. It pays special attention to freshness. It had been favored by the nobles since it spread to the capital city of China. Thus, it was picky in raw material selection. Local materials and fresh seafood were its top choice. Various cooking methods were employed in the cooking. The Shandong dishes are good and inexpensive. Fish and meat in big bowls and large plates is its characteristic. This is true even nowadays. Shandong cuisine is guileless as its people, while Anhui cuisine is natural as its culture. Anhui cuisine is featured by its local products and traditional local cooking methods. The dish is greasy and served in large quantities. Though its material is simple, the dishes are delicious with fragrance and pleasing color. It is fine and inexpensive. Compared with the generosity and straightforwardness of the Shandong and Anhui cuisine, Guangdong cuisine is more elegant. Guangdong, as the hub city between China and other countries, attracted people from all over the world and created a colorful cuisine culture. Guangdong cuisine includes many branches, such as Guangzhou cooking, Chaozhou cooking, Dongjiang cooking, and more. It has a distinctive flavor and an extensive selection of raw materials. It's renowned for its dishes using games as the raw material. Snake, widgeon, shark fin, edible bird's nest, and sea cucumber are all delicacies after the chef's skillful handling. The coastal province Fujian, with a warm and humid climate, is abounding in tropical products, especially aquatic products. The locals are good at cooking seafood and local products. The food highlights bright color and freshness, with light salty and lingering sour and sweet. Of the well-known cuisines are Buddha jumping over the wall, snow chicken, prawn with dragon's body, and phoenix's tail. Let's leave the sweet and light Fujian cuisine for the beautiful land of fish and rice. Jiangsu Province. Its cuisine brings instant refreshness and, of course, pleasure to the guests, just like its comely beauties. Endowed by the generous nature, Jiangsu cuisine is able to select lots of fresh and tender raw materials in cooking. It values the light and delicious taste. It's bright and fresh in color. Bordering on Jiangsu province, Zhejiang is a fertile region with temperate climate. Its clever people created their own cuisine style, featuring freshness, tenderness, softness, and with mellow fragrance.
一方面是地域性的差别，地域性差别呢，一个跟它的文化传统有关，形成这菜系；再一个呢，这个和它的物产非常有关系，物产又跟它的气候相关。它有那些东西，这个有那样的物产，它就那样吃，是吧？加上长期形成的这么一个习惯，慢慢的这一群人可能他的习惯呢，他的这个口味相同，所以做出了一些相似的东西，大家互相交流，这样就形成一个相对独立的一个菜系吧。
The aforementioned 8 cuisines only unveil a corner of Chinese cuisine cultures. According to incomplete statistics, there are over 10,000 dishes in China. The famous Manchu and Han banquet of Qing dynasty boasts over 120 warm and cold dishes. This gorgeous and grand banquet shows the common characteristics of Chinese cuisine and culture. Manchu and Han banquet emerged in the Qing dynasty, embraced both the cream of the Man cuisine and Han cuisine. It is the most celebrated Chinese feast in the history. Its strong ethnic characteristic, integrated cuisine style of royal cooking and local flavor, exquisite desserts, and elegant table manners make it eye-catching. It stemmed from the feast for both the Han people and the Man people among the court officials. It can contain up to 134 courses of warm dishes and 48 courses of cold dishes. This splendid feast demands 6 serving turns to finish. With its extensive and exquisite materials, it not only highlights the unique style of Man people's cuisine, such as barbecue, hot pot, and instant boil, but also shows the peculiarities of the Han cuisine, such as fry, stir fry, quick fry, and boil. Manchu and Han banquet is no doubt at the peak of Chinese cuisine.
中国烹饪呢形成了一个传统，就是说，非常讲究这个菜肴的色、香、味、形，是吧？色呢就是它的色泽、颜色；一种呢就是追求它的原色，这个菜是绿色的，是吧？一般的绿叶菜，你要上盘应该是，保持它的绿色。还有一种加颜色，红烧肉它就稍红一点。香呢就是说你这个一端上盘了还没有吃。它有一种扑鼻的香味，嗅觉上一种刺激。味道嘛，就是这个菜肴的根本的东西，就自己感觉的好就是好，就是比较适合口味的这种味道就是好味道。形就是形状，这个乱七八糟，这个让人看了就不舒服，这个影响食欲。这个还有的呢，为了让菜肴好看，甚至是加一些雕塑啊、食品雕刻，做一些这个 辅助性的雕刻，让更能引起视觉上的一些美好的感受。
Thousands of years of feudal rule brought the Chinese cuisine's exquisiteness to its extreme. These luxury and extravagance are beyond the reach of the ordinary people, of course. But they have their own way to make their 3 meals colourful. Wheat is produced in northern China. Its powder is normally used as light meals. The process from the wheat powder to numerous shaped foods embodies the course of human civilization. When it comes to wheaten food, Shanxi is the right place for it. It is used to entertain relatives and friends on occasions such as weddings or a funeral. It is also used as the opening signal or ending signal in promotion or birthday ceremonies for the officials. The cooked wheaten food is the last major course of a feast. Once it is served, it means the feast has come to an end. Sometimes it comes in garland-shaped steamed bread, which means completeness and satisfaction. For the people in Shanxi province, the cooked wheaten food is the most convenient and inexpensive food. The Chinese endow special meanings to the wheaten food. There are hand-pulled long noodles for birthday, which means longevity. New Year noodle for Chinese New Year's Day, which means the continuity of years. Baked wheaten cake for the first school day for children, which means to enhance his or her memory and more. The cooked wheaten food is not only hunger allayers, but the pabulum rich in emotion and philosophy connotations. Chinese incorporate their abundant emotion in the making of the wheaten food. Among the well-known wheaten food are planed noodle, katia, etc. There are over 280 cooked wheaten food in Shanxi. Whether northern cooked wheaten food or southern refreshments, all show the Chinese's rich cuisine culture. In China, there are different foods for different festivals. Dumpling on the Chinese New Year, zongzi on the Dragon Boat Festival, mooncake on the Mid-Autumn Festival. Behind each of them is a touching story. The Chinese Lunar New Year, as the most important Chinese traditional festival, is celebrated by every family. The night before the festival is called New Year's Eve. On this day, one important activity is eating dumpling or yuan shuao. The Dragon Boat Festival falls on the 5th day of the 5th lunar month. It originated from the dragon sacrifice of ancient Chinese. In the Warring States period, the festival was connected to the commemoration of Qu Yuan, the patriotic poet and politician at that time. On the Dragon Boat Festival each year, people will make zongzi and paddle the dragon boat to commemorate Qu Yuan, who committed suicide by drowning himself in the Milo River. On the night of the 15th day of the 8th lunar month, Chinese people have the custom of appreciating the full moon and having mooncake. This day is the Mid-Autumn Festival. The festival originated from the Tang Dynasty. For Chinese people, moon is the symbol of completeness and happiness. The mooncake is an exquisitely made shape of the moon. Chinese people endow wide imagination to each festival. This manifested in their festival foods. If foreign visitors chance to come to China during the temple fair, don't forget its snacks. It's the most distinguished feature on the temple fair. The Earth's Temple is most acclaimed for its snacks among all. From the beginning of the fair each year, the bustling Earth's Temple Fair is permeated with food aromas of all kinds. With snacks from all over China, the Earth's Temple Fair can be called the Grand Cuisine meeting in China. Beijing local snacks are especially famous, such as the millet paste li, New Year cake mung, and fried pork liver of Tianqingzhu. These famous snacks show up on the fair every year. These unique snacks will surely make your mouth water. Strolling around Temple Fair and tasting the delicacies from all over China, one will never regret it. With a glorious human civilization and culture of over 5,000 years, Chinese cuisine has marched a long way. Now in the 21st century, Chinese cuisine, embraced with healthy, fashionable, and balanced diet concepts, have become more splendid than ever.